What's up guys, Brian here down in the Gecko lab with a very exciting video today. It's an unboxing video. That's right guys, this morning I received my first shipment of new geckos. Now for those of you that follow my channel, you know I've got a project going on that we're kind of doing together where I'm building out a bunch of naturalistic terrariums. I've got a whole new wall set up and I'm going to expand and get a bunch of new species. Nothing big or crazy, no huge numbers, just a handful of new species that I think are interesting and you guys are helping me choose. So recently I published a video of the build for the custom naturalistic background we did in the small cage, and I asked you guys to let me know what small gecko species you thought I should put in that cage. I got so many good responses. It was really hard to choose what I wanted to put in there, but in the end I settled on these guys. Let's open the box up and I'll show you what I got. All right, here we are guys, check this out. They are here, and these are yellow-headed day geckos. Phelsuma clemerai is the Latin name for these guys, also known as yellow-headed day gecko or the neon day gecko. Super awesome, beautiful geckos. So one of the reasons I settled on these is because I want something that's a great display animal, colorful, and that's what these guys are. They've got bright yellow heads, really cool black stripes down their laterals, blue backs, yellow dorsals, yellow chins, absolutely beautiful. So I had a number of species that you guys recommended I get. Like I said, it was really hard to choose which one I wanted, and I had narrowed it down to these guys. A Urodactylodes agricolae was another one I was looking at, and Williamsi, the neon blue geckos I was looking at. So these ones I was kind of shopping online, trying to decide exactly what I was going to get to put in this cage, and as I switched back over to my Facebook page from shopping for some geckos, I refreshed my feed, and the first new update in my feed was a guy posting that he had a pair of these for sale. So I said, you know what? That's it. That's a sign. This is what I'm going to get. I got these guys from Amped Up Reptiles. Great to do business with. Great day gecko supplier. Really recommend it. It was just a flawless transaction, which I always appreciate very much. I'm super excited to get these guys in. Let's run out there and we'll put them in their new cage. Well, as you guys can clearly see, this wall doesn't have much on it yet. It is very much a work in progress, but we do have one small cage waiting to take these guys in. I'm gonna go ahead and put our new geckos into this cage and hope they don't get away. Now, these guys are not a handleable species. They're not like my crested geckos where they're comfortable and tolerate being handled. They are very jumpy, flighty, and quite fragile. So I am going to be very careful getting them in here. Hop in there, buddy. Perfect. Look at that, right up to the top. Nice basking light there at the top for him. And now the female. Awesome. I can tell right away just by looking at that one that the second one is the female, simply because she has those big calcium sacs used for laying eggs. They look quite comfortable in there. I'm going to leave them alone to let them get settled in. Let's go back in the other room and I'll tell you guys a little bit about these geckos. So there we have it, the yellow-headed day gecko, my first new species. I'm so excited to have these guys in. It feels so good to have new, just pet species that I have not for the business, simply because I'm fascinated by them. I have missed keeping reptiles like this. It's really good to have them, and I so look forward to getting many more new species to play with. But let's talk a little bit about these guys. Let's meet the yellow-headed day gecko. Clemmer's day gecko, as they're called, or Phelsuma clemerai. I'm pretty sure is how you pronounce the Latin name. I'm terrible with those Latin names, but I think that's what that one is pronounced like. So what are these guys like? The ones that you saw in there, the ones that I got, those are about full grown. These guys max out at about 4 inches in length, 3 to 4 inches in length. They're really small geckos, They're diurnal, so these are a daytime species. They're awake during the day. As you can see on the cage out there, I had a UVB light above it that is required for diurnal species, so that's very important to them. Like all day geckos, these are native to Madagascar. They come from northern Madagascar. They were just fairly recently discovered by science in the late 1990s. That's about the same time crested geckos were rediscovered after they were thought to be extinct. These guys were discovered in the late 90s. They were exported as pets for a long time. Now I do believe the export of these is illegal off the island, but they are quite commonly bred in captivity, so they're not terribly hard to get a hold of. It's just a matter of waiting until you find some good ones that come up for sale. They're also not terribly expensive. You can get babies sometimes for under $100. Certainly by $150 you can get real high quality animals. Not too terribly hard to find. Fairly easy to take care of, very similar to other day gecko species. These guys are omnivores. They eat a diet mainly consisting of small insects. They'll take small worms, wax worms, small crickets certainly, small roaches, fruit flies, and they also do eat fruit diets. So my plan with these guys is to couple times a week offer them small crickets. Either I usually have crickets in stock or small mealworms at times, and then other bug species that I may have here or there. And then about once a week I'm going to offer them either Pangea or Rapashi diets, whatever I'm feeding my crested geckos that day. So that's basic care on those guys, not real in-depth. Obviously, if you want more information, there is plenty available on the internet, and I'm sure down the road I'll do a full care guide on these guys as they settle in, and hopefully we get to breed them and get a few babies. I'm really excited for that. I love itty bitty tiny micro baby gecko species. Super exciting. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all your help, all your suggestions. Don't worry if I didn't pick the species you wanted to see. I'm gonna have lots more cages being built soon, and we're gonna be buying more geckos to fill those cages. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I'm Brian, altitudeexotics.com/AE geckos on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all know the deal. I'll see you soon. Thank you.